The core business is precision machine components. In 2023, this accounted for 98% of the group's revenue. The balance came from personal protection equipment, which has been sidelined in 2023. The performance over the past 12 years was not good. Revenue only grew at 10% compounded annual growth rate. Gross profitability declined. There were 4 years of losses. The returns were poor. The peak return was in 2012 with declining trend since then. There were negative operating return and low average return on equity. A breakdown of the profit before tax showed that the operations did not generate any profits. Rather, the bulk of the profits came from non-operating sources, specifically insurance claims. Contribution margin had been declining. This was because gross profit margin and fixed costs had gotten worse. Given these trends, there were hardly any operating profits since 2017. Notion return on capital was among the bottom half compared to the Bursa peers, but it did well when it came to cash flow from operations. Notion was the biggest in terms of total assets, but its performance did not stand out. On a global perspective, Notion did the worst compared to some of its international peers. From a financial perspective, Notion has a strong balance sheet and cash flow from operations. It also has a good capital allocation plan. I estimated Notion asset value to be 74 cents per share and the earnings power value to be 14 cents per share. The market price was 53 cents per share. There was only a margin of safety from the asset value. A value trap is a situation where a stock appears to be cheap, but it's a trap because there are fundamental issues. Notion is not cheap, so it cannot be a value trap. But it has fundamental issues, so I do not see it as an investment opportunity. While Notion achieved marginal growth over the past 12 years, it faced declining performance on many fronts. A big part of its profits came from insurance claims rather than from operations. But the group has a strong balance sheet and cash flow from operations. Notion needs to turn around its business. Until then, it is better to sit out on this investment. The information presented here is for educational purposes only. For more details, read the blog article. Thank you.